it don't matter how you take this. Everything I do is what I do and I don't fake it. Self-made, I'm talking greatness. You either love it or you hate this. And it don't matter how you take this. Everything I do is what I do and I don't fake it. Self-made, I'm talking greatness. You either love it or you hate this. And it don't matter how you take this. Everything I do is what I do and I don't fake it.
What's good? What's good? We back at it again on Graveyard Shift. Why the fuck did my camera... Did you switch your view mode or something?
No. I didn't touch nothing.
We back again, but you know how we do with these technicals. Go ahead, let them know what we doing tonight while I fix this goddamn screen going retarded.
All right. Let's see what we got here. We got can a male and female roommate keep their relationship platonic being roommates? We got money over looks, meaning, you know, male and female will choose the money over how somebody looks. And relationship and insecurities.
Relationships and
Hey, there you are.
insecurities. Yeah, I brought it all back. For some reason, we had two captures, one over top of the other. It was fucking weird. But, okay, so relationships and insecurities is... What was that? Second subject?
That was last subject.
Oh, last subject. Okay.
Yes, that's the last subject.
All right, run it down for me again because I was fucking around.
All right, we got can a male and female roommate keep their relationship strictly a platonic relationship?
So you mean like pay for bills, things of that nature?
Pay for bills and not have anything going on and on the side with each other.
Right.
What do you want?
I need a smoke.
I'm over here spilling coffee and shit. Almost blew up the whole fucking control center.
I do not.
And then what's the second one you said?
Money over looks.
Overlooks. That's a good.
I mean,
we doing both sides of that.
yeah, we're doing the male and female side of that.
I like that. And the last subject is
Relationships and insecurities.
yeah, that's gonna be an interesting subject, needless to say.
Right.
But I like it. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to clean up shit so we don't blow up the studio. I like it. So let's get into the first subject. Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 6. We are back in this bitch. Remember, like, share, subscribe. You know how we
Graveyard
do
shift.
on Graveyard Shift every Friday at motherfucking 12 a.m. What is it again, Dre?
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, Eastern Standard.
Every
Time.
show.
Every show. I always want to say Standard, Eastern Standard, all that fun shit.
It's the same thing, man.
Yeah. It's all
It's all the same thing.
But what is good with all y'all?
What up?
I'm kind of interested for the last subject, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Break it
All
down.
right, let's get into this.
Break
All
them
right, I'm gonna break this down. Like I seen a Dr. Phil episode on popped up on my Facebook,
Right.
and this male and female were living together as roommates, for financial stability or what have you.
Right.
And
We're gonna get feedback, but okay, let me fix it. You go ahead.
yeah, but basically what happened was they got comfortable around each other, and after some time, some shit went down.
Right.
They ended up doing the do. Right. And dude copped some hard feelings, and the chick didn't want nothing to do with him after the situation, and dude just turned into a creeper.
So more or less in her head, she was there to help pay with the bills and shit, but she gave up a little nookie one night, and he took it as more than a one night stand and got all weird about it.
Right. You know what I mean? So that's basically what spawned this topic for me. You know what I mean? Like,
and chime in, let us know what y'all think. Remember,
like, can a male and female, two single, people, live together without, shit going down.
I mean, I think you can. Let me post this on my Facebook. I forgot, but I think you can. But then again, most of the time, I think you can't. If that makes sense. And
Right.
I think a lot of it would be the time frame of it too, like how long, like how long it lasts.
Well, apparently they were together for, a while. They were roommates for a while.
Right.
I mean, like financially, it was just more appealing, I guess, than, them trying to do it on their own or whatever. And
It was easier, right? Because they
yeah,
were right. I get that part.
you know what I mean? So, that brings me to the question, like, is it possible to not, catch feelings or, get extremely comfortable around somebody and, with nothing go down? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
it's odd to me.
I get what you're saying. It is odd, but like I said, in some situations I can see it work. But let me elaborate a little more on it. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to the screen. I'm trying
No,
to
you're
share
good.
the show. But I would say yeah to an extent. Now, like say when I say because I always think deeper into a situation than most people do.
Right.
So the reason I would say because I think realistically, like now say it was you and like uh your mom, your sister, something like that.
Oh, okay. That's different though. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. But that's why I said it'd be like how do I explain this? You have to depend on the situation is all I could say and the timing. Like there's a lot of factors I can take into this. But
single male, single female, no relation.
but they fucked.
Yes.
So did she lead him on then?
No, see, that's the thing. I think
So it was just like a fuck buddy, a one night stand that she was
like
horny, he was horny, and he just took it for more than that.
right.
Okay.
Which is what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like
From your understanding of the situation.
from understanding the situation. You know what I mean? And like I said, dude just he turned into a mad creeper after that. Because he caught mad feelings and got his feelings hurt.
Right.
So
I guess it would depend. You can't really say because you don't, and I'm not saying this to knock nobody, but I guess you could put this on either side. You don't know who said what to who, you know what I mean? Who sold who a dream to get some skins or whatever.
it was her from what I seen on the little episode snippet. It was her. Because she came out and was like, we were sitting on the couch one night and blah blah blah, and I asked dude to give me a back rub or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
so she let him into it.
She let him into it. You hit the back rub and one thing leads into another. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't rubbing no back or ass without fucking ended up trying to touch something else. It's just natural.
right.
It leads to that most of the time. Feet,
And she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing, and she knew it was going to lead into that.
I don't know if I posted it to my story. No, I'm about to post it to my story though.
That's a slippery slope, man.
Well, yeah. I don't know because if she like to me if unless you're going to a fucking masseuse or it's a family member or something like that, it depends on the type of I guess back rub. I get it. He's your roommate. You felt comfortable enough to like move in with each other, and you guys all that blah blah. But at the end of the day, if he led up to, or if you led him up to like rubbing on you, touching on you, and the whole time before that you were having him do this in hopes that it would lead up to sex and whatever dream you sold him is you could go either way. Like I said, you could say, yeah, she led him on. Or at the same time, you could say, he's a little fucked up because if she put it out there to him afterwards, as you said, like, hey, we just fucked, then he should have left it at that after that. Chalked it up as a L. She pimped his ass like a prostitute one night, and now he's mad.
Yeah and no, because all right, guy and girl, living together for a good amount of time will, most cases end up getting comfortable around each other. You know what I mean? So, it becomes, oh, that's just my roommate. I could walk around in my underwear and
Okay, I get that.
they ain't gonna do nothing.
I've been
You know what I
in
mean?
like somewhat
Or we could sit on the couch and cuddle up with each other and nothing's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm going here. You know what I mean? Like it seems that it will always lead to that in one way or another.
Wouldn't you think, though, kind of to be realistic, and I'm not saying all situations, but wouldn't you think if you felt comfortable enough that if you are the opposite sex and you opt into an agreement, now, like I said, I might be like being biased, and this is just me, and you opt into the agreement to move in with another person, whether it be just to split the bills or whatever, but wouldn't you think somewhere, whether you're the male or the female, before you got into that situation, you would be like, somewhere in your head, you're already judging this male or female by looks, like most people do, and things of that nature?
Well, yeah.
So wouldn't you think it
Yeah,
was
like
all
straight up.
so then you could turn back and say it was premeditated on both sides anyway, like they kind of consciously fell into an agreement. So is that her or him leading? Okay, put it in this situation. Is that her leading him on now?
No, not necessarily. Unless there's actions taken, to lead up to that.
Right.
No, it's not
It
illegal.
was just
You know what I mean?
came out of nowhere one night and it happened and everything was supposed to go back to normal. I get that.
Yeah. Like, all right, I got female friends that I have never slept with, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I do too. I get what you're saying.
and I've done chill with them. I've we sat around, watched the movies, and nothing happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it gets to that point, where somebody's going to push the issue. Be it the guy or the girl, somebody's going to push the issue. If you're that comfortable around somebody, that issue is going to be pushed.
All right, here's a question I got. Did she move out?
No, she stayed there for a while. But here's the thing. Like I said, dude turned into a creeper. He started going through her phone and, trying to sabotage other relationships she was trying to have.
And this is after the fact that she told him it was just a one-night thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you a creeper, motherfucker.
That's a straight
You
creeper.
gotta fess it up. Unless you're one of the dudes that believe we're back in the 1900s still, and that when a girl gives you any type of sexual, whatever you want to call it, it happens. This ain't the girls, and no disrespect to women, because guys too, the girls and guys and all of us and people period anymore, sex is not really like a morally thing no more. It's not something you do with just somebody you're married to, you're in love, and things of that nature.
Yeah, it happens on a daily basis,
right?
With
and
just,
maybe he was morally,
at random levels.
He was morally raised that way, so by him getting that piece of ass, he feels as if she has to be with me. We're connected.
All right, let me break it down this way. All right,
remember, share the feed. Go ahead.
They were a little older. You know what I mean? Like they weren't old, but I'd say
old enough to be in that
40s.
moral bracket then.
Yeah, the mid 40s. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And I feel at that level and at that age, because I'm at that age, so
right.
I feel that you two could be adults and all right, this happened and let's move on.
Right.
I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But younger people don't see it that way. I mean, like I,
Well,
I
that's
feel I'm
kind of
grown
what I
enough.
was just saying. Nowadays, it's a little different. It's not shunned on so much for people to go out and get a piece of ass. Let's just put it that way.
Right, right. You know, but like I said, I'm at that age where, you know, I could be a grown man about it and be like, all right, you know, this what happened, you know,
Right.
it is what it is.
Well, he need to chalk it up and just know that, you know, he was a toy for the night.
And that's basically what it broke down to. You know what I mean? Like she was feeling some type of way and, you know, decided to give it up.
And if he don't
You know,
understand,
he ran with it and, you know, said, nope, we gonna be together.
oh, so he told her what the fuck was happening after the fact
pretty
that
much.
she told him that was a one night stand. Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
dude, weird.
You know what I mean?
Dude, weird.
Yeah,
he's weird.
Like that was a straight creeper situation.
Yes,
You know what I mean? So
he's weird. He's super weird. That's just weird. That's like I can't let go. I'm gonna make this fantasy world up type of shit.
you know, and here's the messed up thing. All right, she had a kid, he had a kid. You know, the kids is living there, and you know, I'm assuming they were younger because, you know, he went to her son or daughter or whatever and was like, "Give me your mother's passcode to her phone." You know what I mean? Like on some creepy
To
stuff.
her kid that wasn't even his kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no, you got to go, you old Jeffrey Dahmer weirder, put a bitch in the cage type of shit. Yeah, you got to go. You own some. You go kill a bitch one day because your head ain't wrapped tight and you're getting your feelings too much.
Right. You know, so
the only part that bugged
right.
me about that situation is if she told him, okay, this was a one night thing, this is what happened, and then he turned around and was like, no, it's not. And then this bitch proceeded, no disrespect to women, I just say bitch a lot, just like, you know, bitch, dudes, assholes, whatever. But if she was like, this was a one night stand, and he was like, no, you're my girl now, and then she's like, no, I'm not, and he's like, no, we're gonna be together, and she stayed there, that's a little alarming too. Unless she absolutely had no choice in the world and couldn't.
See, and that's what I'm thinking. You know, she had nowhere else
because
to go.
I'm not knocking that. Them situations happen too, where people be out here all alone. They have nowhere to go, so they have to deal with crazy shit like that.
You know, all right, but here's my thing with that. You know what I mean?
Graveyard shit, motherfuckers.
Like I'm looking at the situation like this, man. Like they agreed to live together, and dude cop feelings off rip
before they did anything.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like he had it in order to get that extreme and that level of, you know, creepy. You had to cop feelings like before y'all even did anything.
I don't know. I don't think that's true, bro. Some of these motherfuckers out here are like, I ain't gonna mention no names. I've seen motherfuckers run into a bitch the first day they met her or whatever, and if they started fucking around, like they could just be talking on the phone and be 2-3 days later, motherfuckers be like, I love this bitch. They saying I love you, calling each other babe, and I'm like,
that ain't the business.
Nah. But love is more of a word now, kind of like respect, honesty, you know, things of that nature, respect, you know, anything. Them are more words and more than they are actual codes to live by, like morally and stuff of that nature.
Right, I feel you. But yeah, that's the worst case scenario right there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that was an extreme case.
But I've seen vice versa too. I've seen females do the same things. You know, might not have been that exact situation, but I've seen dudes be like, you know, I was just, you know, you was just a one night thing, whatever, however it went down. They'd be like, no, they'll go home, be posting online. That's my man. Start writing women on social media talking about leave him alone, and you know, so it can go both ways.
Right. You know, I've seen that too. You know what I mean? And
what up, everybody? Let us know what you think in the comments when we talk about these things. We want to know your guys' opinion. Remember, this is episode 6. We do this every Friday at 12 a.m.
Graveyard shift.
And shout out to Ashling Entertainment for the sponsor. I seen you had a shirt on, so it popped in my head.
You gotta rock it, man.
Right. Remember, share the feeds. Remember, follow us. Subscribe to us. You'll get them instant notifications every time we go live. Yeah, I don't know because there's a lot of different situations or aspects you can bring into that to where, it could go either way. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what the words were said to each other at none of the time they were living together. One could have
Let's
been
see. All right. Here's the thing.
one could have been playing the other just to get their way for the living situation. People nowadays aren't so much. It's not about honesty. It's not about respect. Like I said, it's not about loyalty. Like everybody's out for theyself nowadays, fam. So people will boldface lie to you just to get their way. They don't mean no harm to it. That's just how they do things. That's how they, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
some people do know what they're doing, and they just do it. That's how they survive. You know what I mean? So.
Like I said, I feel that was, an extreme case, and most cases don't turn out like that.
Right.
But, I mean, all right, let's take it back and, rewrite this scenario here. All right, you got a male in his, mid-20s, female mid-20s,
Right.
And, times is tough. You gotta hunker down and, make it happen. So you move in together, right?
Right.
You ain't boyfriend, you ain't girlfriend, you know what I mean? You roommates. She got a room, he got a room, you meet in the middle somewhere.
Right.
Right? Do they get together or, fool around or whatever? Or are they gonna keep it kosher and platonic? Or is one person gonna try to sabotage the relationships, that the other person's trying to get in or vice versa, you know what I mean?
It don't matter how you word the situation or what side it comes from. It's probably most likely gonna end up the same situation every time. And it's gonna be mostly on what, their mental states are, what type of relationships they can handle, what type of, morals they have and things of that nature. Because you know what I'm saying, she could have been, and I'm not saying she could have been a straight up hoe and that's how she got ass, or she could have just wanted some ass for the night and that was her dildo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And that's
fair
how she
enough.
does it. She's like, rub on me and then progress from there. And he could have been the type of person that was raised different morally, like I said, that thinks, she gave me the skin, so now we're connected and that's mine.
Well,
When
I mean, all right.
he geeked his own head up at the end of the day, bro. He made up a fantasy world and fucked himself. He's delirious.
Okay, yeah, true. But at the same
But
time,
her giving up the skins in my head too would make me think if she was even willing to fuck me, that, I would think you have some type of feeling for me anyways.
exactly. That's what I was getting ready to
And
say.
not because like it'd be different if I just met you that day and we fucked. That would be a one night stand. But if you moved in with me and we was living together for months and then you have me start rubbing your back and then somehow there had to be words said or
Right,
whatever, and then it progressed to having sex, then you was feeling some type of way already. So why are you avoiding that
right.
now? Unless his in the sheets was bad and she didn't expect that and it
And she
killed
said that.
and it
She said
oh well,
that.
see, that makes sense. It killed
She
everything
said
for
that.
her. And I'm sorry, but I ain't in no relationship. I ain't look, no disrespect to any females, but all my baby mamas and everybody that I've been in a relationship with over the years, if they shit was nana boo boo caca, bro, I wouldn't have been with them or had no kids. And that's 100. To me, people might deny it, but like intimacy and sex and things like that, to me, is like maybe 50% of the relationship, you know?
Yeah,
You're not
most
going to be
definitely.
with a motherfucker that you hate having sex with or you don't get turned on. You ain't going to stay with that motherfucker for years and years and years unless you have to, or, things of that nature.
Right. And I think that situation could have worked out, a little better, if they had both came clean and, been like, all right, well, this is how I feel,
Right.
what's up? You know what I mean? Like that would have made more sense to me. You know what I mean? Because they had to be feeling each other,
Right.
at the same time. You know what I mean? Because like you said, she wasn't gonna give it up, if she wasn't feeling the dude.
I mean, there is probably a selective few percent that just don't give a fuck. They just fuck. They don't care what the person looks like. They just want to fuck.
Right.
Or they horny at that moment or whatever it may be. So
I think you meant speak up, people.
yeah, it just didn't put my other P in there. Autocorrect.
I got you.
Or I'm just high and didn't put it in there.
Either way.
But
I don't know. That's
it's
a weird subject to me. You know what I mean?
I think
Like,
it's a fucked up situation to be in anyway, period, if you are male and female moving into a place, like I said off the rip. Unless it's your family member, I just think it's fucked up off the rip because you had some kind of thought in the first place, or you wouldn't have trusted to be male or female, because that's what we do. We're mammals. We fucking elope.
yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you're willing to move in with another female or male and you're the only two at that house all the time, and you guys, you know, bathrooms, things of that nature, yeah, you already knew that possibility could have happened before you even got in that situation.
All right, let's switch it up then. Let's switch it up. All right. You got a couple
And they move somebody in.
and they move somebody in.
I knew you was gonna go this route. Somebody's fucking that other person if they're there too long, bro. It's too easy. You're bringing it into your house and dangling it in front of your significant other's face. Would you? Okay, I know I can't outright say this in a way because, you know, you've been in situations where I've helped you and vice versa. You've helped
Right.
me when I've been fucked up.
Right.
But other than, like, you know, our relationships, you know, it's like 20 something years strong. But honestly, are you gonna, like, say today, the way the world is, the way people are you gonna move another motherfucker up into your house that's single, a dude,
Fuck no.
with your
Fuck
chick?
no. Hell
And
to
feel
the no.
comfortable going to work and things of that nature and leaving them
Hell
there?
to the no. 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 Absolutely not.
Well, all right then.
Absolutely not.
Like, I'm not saying that it can't happen and be respectful, but if you, okay, put it
But
this,
like
I'm
like
a
you
firm
said,
believer. If you give a person an opportunity and they think they can't get caught doing something they want to do, they are gonna fucking do it. If there's no witnesses, no way to get caught up, they're fucking doing it, bro. Willpower is a bitch.
that's not true.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Like all right, I'm gonna speak on our situation a little bit. Like, there's been many times that, you know, you left me alone with your chick in the house.
Yeah, but I said it's kind of hard to use us, you know.
You know what I mean? But I got loyalty issues. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
me too.
You know, I'm not gonna, you know, stab.
But
you
like
know,
I
a dude in the
told
back
you,
or like
it's
that,
it's
you know what I mean?
different
Like,
nowadays with a lot of people.
yeah, I feel it. I feel it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I move another female in my house, bro, but I'm a male.
Yeah, but see, that's a different.
Right. But
Different
at the
scenario.
same time, I would be a lie if I didn't say somewhere in the back of my head, I'm looking at that female or my female thinking, you know, what if they fuck, or what if they hook up, or what if, you know, she lets me fuck her.
Well, that's the guy's way of thinking, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I mean,
you know, I mean,
I definitely
it-
wouldn't expect my chick just to let some random female move in here.
right.
She'd be saying
I
the
mean-
same thing we'd say about a dude. Hell fucking not.
Right.
When you motherfuckers trying to die.
You know, I don't know. That's a.
And a lot of times, if you don't bring that shit into your life or the temptation, then you don't have to fucking worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Less of a chance of it to happen. The sad
But see,
thing
I-
is, it's like we're playing fucking chess, bro.
Is that how the situation is?
Some situations, yes. When it comes to those situations.
All right, I feel it.
So tell
I
me
feel it.
this. No, I ain't even gonna ask you that, but let's
No,
keep.
go ahead. Go
No, I
go
don't
ahead.
want to know, because I was gonna ask a question that could cause riffles, and it's one of them things where either way you answer it, it could be bad, and I don't, you know, I don't like, not so much about the people watching the show, but, you know, I don't want to intertwine nothing that jumbles any of our relationships or situations.
Right, I feel it. I feel it.
But yeah, I don't know. I just think that's bad juju. If anybody does that, even like if a couple moves somebody in, or if, you know, two friends move in together that are male and female, I just think it's going to end bad in the long run. Either they're going to end up together or one person's going to end up hurt.
Yeah, and it usually ends in heartache.
But regardless,
I mean,
they're
so-
probably going to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah,
You know, if they don't want to admit it, but I mean, I feel that's what it is.
right.
I do.
No. Most people won't admit that though because of the ripples. There could be people watching right now that are in these situations and they're looking at each other like, so y'all fucking, huh?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
but and you got to remember at the same time, this is only my opinion, as I used to say on the review show. You know, like I said, I'm not saying it's not possible, but in my head and thoughts, I'm like, no, hell no, that's just a bad pot of chemicals you're stirring up to cause some shit, whether you know
Right.
you're doing it or not. So,
Oh, I definitely feel it. You know, I definitely.
but yeah, that's a crazy thought though. That's a crazy subject. It's a crazy ass subject. Remember, share the feed. We're talking about male and female living, just being friends, no sex. And if sex happens, can it just be normal? Go back to normal, however you want to put it. And then we are
No,
talking.
here's my thing, man. I don't think it could go back to normal after the deed is done. I don't. You know, because you guys are gonna be looking at each other awkwardly, like, oh, okay, that just happened.
See, I don't like to say this
You
because
know,
I'm going to put myself on blast. It's not the point that I'm agreeing with you, but from personal experience, I've had female friends that I was real tight with, you know,
right,
whenever it may have been, and you know, things happened. And to make a long
right,
story short, things did go back to normal. I can say like it wasn't really awkward, but when I say I agree that they probably didn't go back to normal, like when I look at these people I was friends with that was females that things happened with, sometimes I still look at them in a sexual way instead
right,
of the friend I usually look at them like, if that makes sense, just because something happened.
right. I feel it.
So, but no, I don't think it'd ever be normal, and I definitely don't think it's a good fucking idea.
Yeah, like I said, I mean that situation is not going to go back to normal. You know, after you guys,
No,
you know, do the do or whatever.
no,
You know what I mean? Like it can't. You
no.
know, like one person's going to catch feelings, or somebody's getting their heart broke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, straight up. You know, but like that's just my personal opinion. You know, if you guys could say otherwise, you know,
Chime in, let
chime
us
in.
know.
Right.
Which leads us to our next subject because it kind of runs right into it, and that could have been the situation too, which is money over looks.
Right.
Like,
You know, all right. I'm gonna start out with the, guy's ugly as dirt. You know, but he got fat pockets. So
that's what
he
happened
gets
to me in
he
my
gets
whole life.
he gets these model type chicks, and
He talking about me right now.
is it the money, or is it his personality?
I guess it depends on the male or female because it could go both ways. I mean, you got male gold diggers, you got female gold diggers.
Yeah.
I guess like I said, it would really depend on the person. You'd have to know the person you're fucking with. You'd have to, you know what I mean? But I think there is a
But
lot more money over looks or morals or intimacy nowadays because everybody's taught you gotta be rich, you gotta be balling, you gotta be, you gotta be some kind of status in society. Or if you're caught, in love with that woman or girl and they're not a certain status, then you ain't shit and you get clowned. Everything's internet clout and things of that nature nowadays are involved in relationships.
right.
You got to
All
be the
right.
good couple on the internet, and you got to look like this and look like that. And
But all right. So how would you fall into a situation like that? This is what I'm thinking here. All right. All right, for the example I used, all right, is this guy balling out and just flashing money and buying this, buying that, and the chick just happens to stumble across him while he's doing this, or
nah, they be like predators. dudes do the same thing to like old widows and shit at the bingo halls, man. Like them people are already programmed. That's how they've
Saying, oh,
that's how that's
stupid.
how they learned. Man, I thought about going and playing bingo myself. I ain't even gonna lie, but look, that's what I'm talking. And then one day, this old lady cut me off in a drop top Corvette, right? And I pulled up on her like, "You cut me off, bitch!" Whoop de whoop. I was on some stupid, young, disrespectful shit, and I found out she was a rich widow. I should have hollered at her instead of cussing her the fuck out, but that's another story at a different time. But I would think that most of them, it's like their job almost. Like if you're a gold digger, that's what you do. You know what you're looking for. You know how to pinpoint who's got money, who's capping, who's not capping, because usually the motherfucker with the money usually ain't flashing the money.
Right.
The motherfucker that's got
that's what I'm
the
saying.
real money. He's not flashing the money. The motherfucker that wants to act like he's got money, it be the motherfucker, whether it be male or female, that be the one flashing money and things of that sort and trying to show out, you know, and things like that. But you got to remember at the same time that some of these rich motherfuckers, whether they be male or female, you know, sugar daddy, sugar mamas, they know they getting played and they know they getting played for their money and they don't care. So they're kind of enabling that too in the same way.
All right, but isn't that a different type of scenario?
I guess. But you know me, I try to look at all the
Yeah, I
aspects.
feel it. I feel it.
But in your situation,
like, all right, you're saying they're predators, you know, and I'm thinking,
I don't mean it like
yeah, I know how you mean it.
they
man,
Cardi B in it, bro.
Right. But see, in a realistic scenario here, realistically,
Okay.
all right, how are they scoping this dude out?
You would do
Like if you ain't flashing, you ain't shining, you ain't nothing like that. How are they scoping this dude out? Because you ain't gonna pay him no mind
because that
unless you know he has money.
But that's what sticks out to them. They go to places where people would have money. They play the part like they have money to an extent, if that makes sense.
So they faking the funk.
Well, yeah, but
Pretty
not only
much.
that, but they could tell the difference. Like I said before, they could tell that, like most people could tell who's got money and who really don't got money.
Right.
And so think of it, then think of, you know, common sense, most people knowing that. Then add on to it that the person that is doing this has been doing this. So they already kind of train themselves to know what they're looking for and things of that nature.
Okay.
Like me, I can smell money, bro. It don't matter what it is. I like to flip shit. I know it sounds fucked up because I used to do a lot of dirt back in the day. But
Right.
to this day, I still flip shit. Like if I see a car that's usually worth, you know, $5,000, but I can get it for $2,500 because it needs a fucking tire or something fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Throw that couple dollars in it, get it, boom. My point of the matter is, I can smell flips. It could be a car, it could be anything that costs something, but I know that, you know, I can get it cheaper and sell it to somebody else for more money.
Right.
Some people just naturally, I don't want to call it greed, but they know how to get that money. There's a million different ways to get money. We all know that. But that's their niche on how to get money. And to me, it's like, yeah, like you're asking me how, like you don't understand that, but
No, I understand it, but it's all right. Here's my thing. All right, if you're not going to a place, you know, where you know the money is, and you know you run into, you know, this dude, and you know you don't know he has money, but he's ugly as dirt, right?
right.
Or is this girl going to talk to this dude? You know, but dude's balling out and he's a millionaire.
Not if she's the girl that's looking for the dude with the money. If he's not, well, you'll get that too. There's a lot of
He ain't
rich.
shining, he ain't
Well, I was
flossing,
gonna
he's
say,
just dressed in plain Jane clothes.
there's a
you know what I mean?
lot of rich people that know how to play that role like they don't have money. That's one of the reasons they're rich.
Right.
And like from my experiences in life, not like, I was ever like some superstar or some shit like that, but because of the things I did and the life I lived and things of that nature, I've had a lot of fake people throw themselves at me. Women, I mean, from doing tours and music and things of
Right.
that
Yeah.
nature, but then plus the other shit I was always involved in and bullshit like that. Like it was
Right.
like, I mean, still to this day, I think I'm an ugly motherfucker, and I still think every bitch I pulled is more because of who I was and the things I
So your
did. And
reputation precedes you.
right.
Okay.
And plus, I'm not bad in bed. I've never had that complaint, so I'm sure that helps. And I'm white and I eat pussy, but that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? But point of the matter
I think
is,
that's TMI for our audience, but
yeah,
okay.
whatever. I was trying to throw out some advertisements out there and
I
shit,
feel it. I feel it.
but Um, I don't know, bro. If she's a gold digger and he's not flossing money and he's ugly, no, she probably just lost out on her opportunity of the dream guy everybody look for, the picket fence.
So she settled.
What do you mean? No.
If
If she passes up on the dude, see, attraction, I don't know, bro, because it has to be if you're not attracted to somebody, you're
all
not
right,
gonna fuck with them.
dude has a kick-ass personality, and
I like that.
they
You
say
gotta have a personality to fuck with somebody. But no,
they just
if okay, let me put it in layman's terms for you. If she is a gold digger and he's not flashing money and she's not attracted to him or horny and just wants to fuck or some shit like that, then she's gonna miss that chance and she's not gonna fuck with him.
okay. All right, let's flip this.
But if she's a normal person,
Yeah, all right, normal chick, and all right, say dude's in the coffee shop sitting all by himself, blah blah blah, still ugly as dirt, kick-ass personality though, right? And
yeah, but no.
No, it's still not gonna happen.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna happen. Cause there's levels to this shit, bro.
All right.
For one, like I said back at the beginning, and this is only my opinion, she's never going to get to know his personality if she wasn't attracted to him when she seen him in the first place. So she's never going to speak to him. Unless she just happens to be like he's sitting there with a group of friends talking and she's in line ordering, you know what I'm saying, and overhears conversation and then thinks he's funny or something intellectually, attracted or something like that. But other than that, no. If she's just walking by and he's sitting in a fucking shop or something like that and he's ugly and she's not attracted to him, no, she fucked up. She's not gonna talk to him to even get to know his personality or even,
All right, I'm gonna paint another picture for you.
This motherfucker painting pictures.
Yeah, but I'll paint this picture.
I'm too high for this shit, bro.
Hey.
Graveyard shift every Friday at 12 a.m. with Desyple Nite. That's the dirt.
That's the dirt. All right. We in the coffee shop still, right?
Right.
All right. And this chick comes in this coffee shop every day.
Right.
Old rich dude, still ugly as dirt, kick-ass personality, whatever, starts peeping her.
Right.
And he starts coming to the coffee shop every day, right?
Right.
And he builds up, the courage to go, holler at this chick. And is she shooting him down, or is she, go find out a little bit about him, and find out, he's Daddy Warbucks, and
that would all come back.
Could change your life.
I don't know. That would all come back into what she was attracted to. Like, if looks aren't a big issue, like I've looked at some, I don't want to say bitches, but it's just my figure of speech. But I've looked at some females, bro, and they could be bad as fuck, everything, that I would think, is sexually attractive to me. But then they open their mouth and all of a sudden they ugly as fuck to me, bro.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I've had scenarios. Yes, I've had scenarios like that.
So,
but just a bunch of ratchetness comes out their mouth.
But at the same time, no disrespect to anybody, because, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I've seen some motherfuckers that is ugly as fuck to me, and I ain't gonna lie, a lot of you motherfuckers is ugly to me. But
Stupid.
no, I'm just being 100. But you know, that's my opinion. Like,
Attraction is personal opinion.
right. And but like I said, I know some ugly motherfuckers, and I ain't saying I'm all that because everybody probably think I'm ugly too. You know,
Shit, I know I'm not all
it's
that,
just
but
opinion. But what I'm saying is I've seen the
I got a
opposite
kick-ass
too.
personality.
I got some motherfuckers that is ugly, you know, around me or been around me my whole life. But the reason they around me is because of their moral code, their personality, the whether it be friendship, loyalty, or things of that nature. Like, so I've never really walked around, and I don't judge people by their looks, if that makes
Right.
sense. Mine
Right.
is my sexual preference or what attracts me or what turns me on. See, so that's why I said it depends. If this dude comes up and finally has the balls and he hollers at her, it would depend if she thought he was still ugly as your state, and then intellectually it would depend on her mind frame. Like, is she like, okay, I don't really care about looks, let me go try this date, it's something different, you know,
All right, no, look, all right.
whoop-de-woo.
Dude's making her laugh, you know, carrying good conversation,
Well, she got that far, then she already didn't give
chopping
a
it up
fuck
with
that he
her.
was ugly.
You know, he got that far. Does she give him a chance? You know, he's making her laugh.
Yeah,
You know, she's
definitely.
having a good time.
If you
Carrying
make a
on, you know,
female laugh, then you already won part of the battle, whether it be friendship or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
you know what I mean? My man's got his foot in the door.
I mean, that's me. You could be a fucking crackhead, bro, and did everybody in the world dirty. But as long as you don't do me dirty and you cool as fuck, that's whatever. You know, you might not be my friend, but I'm not gonna knock you. That's just how you live your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
I
why
feel
I
it.
said it always comes back to the person's personality, what they think
Right.
matters and what don't matter. Like they kind of say in relationships, like every relationship you're gonna suffer, it's just all in who you think is worth suffering for, or what you're willing to suffer with to be in a relationship, if that makes sense.
All right, let's flip the scenario.
Okay, so like you might be okay. Okay, put it this way. Every relationship, you're gonna have something you don't like about each other, or a couple
Right.
things, or pet peeves or shit, right?
Yeah.
No relationship is perfect. So basically what I'm breaking it down is like you might be like say you've had a few girlfriends, and you know we have repetitive traits of the women
Right.
we pick and things of that nature.
Right.
But say you've had a couple girlfriends, and what can I use for example? You didn't think it was no big deal if they called you a bitch or something.
No, that's no. We
Well,
fight.
no, I'm not saying
You know what I
you
mean?
in
But
general, but just as
yeah.
a thing. Now, me on the other hand, like you said, a woman start calling me a bitch, I'm gonna be like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's serious to me.
Right.
So everybody has different preferences of the people they date, what they're willing to suffer with,
Right.
is how I was trying to put it.
Yeah, I
Like
get
some
that.
people would date girls that have kids. Some people would date girls won't date girls that have kids just because they have a kid.
Which is a rare occurrence because that's a hard thing to find.
Yeah, nowadays. I mean, me, I've never dated a girl with a child that wasn't mine, so I can't speak on that. I've never been in that situation, and I don't think I will because I don't
And
think
see, I have.
I don't think I would know how to handle it. Now, when it comes to, my personal situation, about, there's a couple babies that aren't mine, but they're mine.
Right. Yeah.
But if I was dating a female and she had kids, I don't know how I would take it because I might get jealous of the baby daddy or something of that sort, or, like, I don't know. I've never been in that situation to say how I would react
Right.
because I don't react well with, my baby mama's boyfriends. Like, I don't fuck with none of them. I don't have an issue with none of them. I tell them just don't come around me because I'm liable to reach out and touch something. Nothing personal. I just don't want to deal with the awkwardness. Like that was mine, and now you doing that, and I feel as if I look some type of way, and she got my kid. Nah, fuck you. I deal with her. I deal with my kid. You just shut the fuck up, sit in the background. Like, I don't
And
know.
you know, that's the way it goes most of the time.
Right.
Most of the time. But we went down a rabbit hole and got off subject and off script.
I know,
here.
I don't even remember what. Oh, money over looks. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now here's what I was saying. All right, let's flip the scenario. All right, you a guy, and you know you got, you know, this old biddy, you know, but you got dough, like the old widower playing bingo.
I'm
like
knocking the dust off that old pussy. Like,
my man, this is stupid.
I mean, if you giving me like 100,000s and millions, I'd be a motherfucking fool, bro. I look at my chick,
But
I'll be like,
do you know the old biddy has money though? You know what I mean? Like she's just talking to you, nice,
right,
you know, nice old lady, you know, and you know, just chat you up,
right,
you know, invite you over for, you know, coffee,
right.
you know, just talking you up, and you know, you find out she got money,
Right.
what's going down?
And you're saying I'm not attracted to her at the same time.
Yeah, she ain't a looker, but I mean, so I mean that's where that comes down to. But she rolling in dough.
I mean, if I'm single, I ain't no dummy, bro. I'm taking one for the team, as they call it. Like,
Oh man.
I mean, I don't know, bro. But I mean, like, if I'm not single though, you know, I might still look at my chick and be like, babe, she talk about like a hot $500,000 for me to slang this pipe right quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Right.
So I don't know.
But could you honestly do it though? Like for real.
I ain't
like,
never been in that situation, but for the right amount of money, yeah, I probably slang my ass to some old lady. I ain't even gonna lie. I couldn't have been born a female because I'd have been a raunchy hoe, but I'd have been rich, bro. Rich as fuck.
Hey, what up? My man said we got the best show.
What's up, Adele? It's getting there. It's growing little by little. Y'all need to hit him up too. You see him in the comments, hit him up. He be doing some things. He be doing some marketing on all the social sites. Remember,
All right.
every
Like, share,
motherfucking
subscribe.
Friday. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe every Friday. No, every Friday at 12 a.m. on Graveyard Shift. Remember, tap in the comments. We'd like to hear your opinion. And if you want something to be talked about, throw that in the comments because we go off. We do all subjects. We don't stick to one thing. But yeah, I don't know.
All right. Let's make this a little spicy.
I'm doing it.
No, we go make it a little spicier. All right. Chick ain't bad looking. You know, all right, we gonna say,
so you know,
mid-50s. Yeah, we're making it easier.
I'm cracking.
mid-50s.
Well, if I was gonna crack when it was ragged out, I'm cracking now too.
You know, I mean, and you guys just happen to fall in the same social circle for some reason.
Okay.
You know, we're gonna put you back at the coffee shop.
The fuck is with you in this coffee shop?
I don't know. This is the scene I got in my head. You know what I mean? Like, that's where people be meeting people.
Okay.
You know, that's
Right.
that's what I got in my head. You know what I mean? Like,
Fucking coffee shop shit.
I mean, every movie
You
you
are
see,
for
they at?
intellectual, huh? Talking about coffee shops and shit over and over.
I am.
Nah, bro.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
like,
But-
I'm like, take the hoe to Wendy's. You know, hit her up with the cheap burger and get some head on the way home. I mean, fuck.
Oh, my man's is stupid.
But
Oh, you got me dying tonight, man. But straight up, all right. You know, all right. She ain't bad looking. You know,
right.
she been through some things though, right? Been through some things. Nice lady.
She just,
she's
just been through some shit.
Just been through some shit. You know, and rolling in dough.
Right.
I mean, she ain't the prettiest, but she ain't the ugliest. You know, if I had to put it on a scale from 1 to 10, it'd be settled. You'd be settling if you got with her. You know, like, she ain't awful, but she ain't, top tier.
She bearable.
Yeah. You know, y'all start chopping it up, whatever, and
I'm cracking it.
well, thing leads. All right.
I mean,
just like that.
like in my situation now, no, I probably wouldn't. But if I was single, I'm cracking it. But like I said, even in my situation now, I might ask my old lady to pimp me the fuck out for the right price. Like this motherfucker, this real life. Let's be real here.
I feel
You
it.
feel me?
I feel it.
Like,
hey man, money's money.
My point.
But I don't know how far I go for that money though.
I mean, like, I do some things, but I ain't doing some things that's gonna make me cry in the corner of the shower shit when I'm done type of things. Like, fuck that. Like
you can't wash that away. You can't.
What, the old
Like,
lady? I get over the old lady if I just like cracked her.
I couldn't, man. I couldn't.
If I just had sex with her, whatever.
Like it had to be a substantial amount of money, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Man, you a fucking fool. I mean, that's just my opinion, but bro.
But I gave her the ugly scenario though. You know what I mean? So
but okay, so she's like, look here, she like 30 years older than you. She ragged the fuck out, bro. I'm talking about she ragged out, but she not like ragged out to where it's like sickening to you, she just got a couple flat tires and things like that, you feel me? Shit sagging, a little wrinkly, shit like that. But she real cool peoples, right?
Okay.
And she was like $1 million, and you just lay it on me. All you got to do is like have some sex. You know what I'm saying? You might have to, you know what I'm saying? Let her take her teeth out, bob you a couple of times. But you getting $1 million tax free at the end of it. Like you ain't got to do no freaky shit, just the basic.
That is rough, homie. That is rough.
It's $1 million, bro.
I know it's $1 million, but oh man.
I don't want to incriminate myself and all, but look, bro. If somebody said, some old lady come up to me and was like, you see your man's over there? I give you $1 million. He cracks me. Bro, I'm tying you to fuck up and kidnapping your ass, and you going and fucking that old lady one way or another. Whether you know you did it or not, we getting that hot $1 million.
Oh man.
I'm just saying.
I feel you though. I feel you.
Because if not,
it's a rough situation for me, man.
No, I get what you're saying, but I think a lot of it, when it comes down to the person making a decision that would be in that situation, I think it would have to be where they're at in their life at that time. Like I won't. That's kind of like selling your soul for money, but then again, money makes the world go round. If not, you got to depend on the government, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but. And
that opportunity is not going to come around ever again.
Okay, let me ask one question about this then, in the same situation that I just asked you. What if nobody ever knew but you and her?
For sure.
You do it then? So it's more of the knowing then.
But see, it's me knowing too. You know what I mean? That's what's eating me. You know what I mean? Like, man, I just cracked this old lady.
Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. If y'all wouldn't crack an old lady or an old dude, whether you're woman, female, whichever, for $1 million, y'all crazy.
Or this a butt ugly guy.
But you getting $1 million at the end. You got me fucked up. I'm taking that money.
Yeah.
I might even swing from the chandelier and shit. Like, shit, $1 million, I might not be able to hold my shit together, bro.
That's funny. Hey, that's funny. I don't care what you say.
I'm just keeping it real, bro. That's $1 million. I mean, $1 million ain't really a lot nowadays.
Yeah, don't go too far nowadays.
But I can invest a lot with that and do some things. So
right.
And it would definitely help.
I don't know, man.
I guess it would have to be on my side. If I was in that opportunity, I'd probably do it, but it would have depended on what time of life you asked me that. Right now, I probably wouldn't do it because I'm on this. I've made it this far, and like, you and me, we're building something right now. So things of that nature. But if we did, whatever, and we ended up fucking in the gutter tomorrow, and I didn't take that opportunity, I'd be mad, bro. So I think at the end of the day, I'm gonna just say, fuck it, I'd do it, bro. I'd do it. regardless
See,
of the time and her
all right.
situation. I ain't even gonna pussyfoot around it no more. Give me that $1,000,000. And if you watching the lady with the $1,000,000 and you think you know this beard and all that sexy, hit me up, bruh. I'll tear that ass up. But go ahead, continue.
Like, it would take every moral fiber in my body to make that situation happen.
Even if
I feel guilty about it at the end of the day.
What, like you just like raped an old lady or something like that?
It's not even that. It's
because
just,
she,
I took advantage of the old lady.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying. But if she offered you it and nobody's gonna know about it, that's not you taking advantage of her. She was willing to pay for her, I guess, drug of choice is how I would refer it, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
it comes down to it. I do it, but I feel terrible about it.
You wouldn't once you had that $1,000,000. You wouldn't
I'd still feel terrible about it, man. Like that's just the type of person I am, though. You know what I mean? Like,
what is so wrong? Because you ain't doing nothing wrong. Is she paying you for it, and that's what she want?
I feel used.
Hey man, what y'all think? I
feel used.
If you, all the dudes in here watching right now, if an old lady offered you $1,000,000 motherfucking dollars to crack her, would you do it? Like, in all honesty, regardless of the situation. And for females too, if an old man offered you $1,000,000, is you gonna crack him and take that shit?
See, I think the females have an easier choice. I think they doing it off rip.
So you just bashing females? You saying they don't?
I'm not bashing females. I'm just saying, that's an easier situation to.
How the fuck is it easier, bro? They take it from, if you think it from your point of view, then you saying that you taking advantage of an old lady. It's all right to take advantage of the man. That's like saying a man can't be raped or a man can't be, you know what I'm saying?
How long is old Dusty lasting without the blue?
I don't know, bro. I've been running strong, and I'm 41 now, and
You ain't. I'm talking about the old guy. Like, how long is he going without the blue pill? How long?
I guess it depends on the dude. I don't know. I don't be asking cats if they did get hard or shit like that.
I mean, you feel what I'm saying? I mean, that's a different set of scenarios right there. You got a good, 3 minutes and you out, and you got $1,000,000.
Yeah, but not every bitch pussy stay wet forever either. So
I don't know, man. That seems like an uneven trade to me, man.
what, $1,000,000? So I don't know about you, but my dick worth more than $1,000,000. But I'll take the $1,000,000 for my dick as a payment.
I feel it. We done went way sideways on this thing. We went way sideways.
I don't know, but that's money over looks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it.
I mean, it's still the same category.
But see what,
Man,
the subject
those dudes
is
out
actually,
there that would fuck another dude for $1,000,000, even though they ain't gay, just because it's $1,000,000. Money does weird things to people. There's females that ain't gay that'll fuck another bitch for $1,000,000. You can go a lot of ways with that shit. It's all about your morals, I think. You and your set of morals that matter to you when it comes to that situation at the end of the day.
right. I feel you. I feel you, man. But I don't know. It's an oddball situation.
We done hit so
You know
many
what I mean?
subjects, they gonna ban us because we was openly talking about all kinds of crazy shit. Fucking old ladies and fucking gay people. And yeah. We going to hell. That's what happened when you let two people get on YouTube, motherfucking middle of the night. GraveYard shit with
Hey, we love
Night.
all y'all.
Yeah. Every
love all
motherfucking
y'all.
Friday at 12 a.m. But yeah, I really think at the end of the day, either way it goes, male or female, with the old person scenario and money over looks and things are just money over somebody's looks, it depends on the person. At the end of the day, their morals. Some things you might think are morally right. Other things I might disagree with you on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not the same.
No, I was always taught to respect the elderly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
me too. But if
you know,
the
and
elder,
I did this.
okay, put it this way, because this is a fucked up subject. Bro.
Oh man.
But I'm gonna speak on it. I don't discriminate. But I've never really thought of it. But if Now I think when you're saying old lady, you're thinking like senile. She don't know what the fuck she talking about, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like,
My blinds done blew open. Old lady stalking me that used to live here. But no, if it was, she'd have to be like sound mind, not that little old lady hunched over walking,
see, that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking, man. Like, and
no.
I'm thinking, come on, man, I can't take advantage of a little old lady like that.
Right, yeah,
That
no.
that that that, that ain't right.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah, I see you 5 people in here. Speak up.
Yeah.
Chime
They
in.
don't want to chime in on this fucked up subject. I don't even know how we got here, bro. But
Hey, we
whatever.
be going down rabbit holes. I mean, that's
Straight
how we
rabbit
do it.
holes. Shit be branching. That's why I tell y'all, speak y'all mind. Y'all want to talk about something on other episodes or this episode, let us know. We ain't got through the 3 subjects yet. What was we talking? The first subject? Whatever, we passed that. But we on that
Yeah.
money over looks right now before we get into the next one.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It could definitely not be that old lady you're picturing. She'd have to be sound mind, somewhat. You got to be physically able and things of that nature, right in the head. You can't be
Right.
senile talking about giving me $1,000,000 and you batshit crazy and hunched over. Yeah, no.
See, when I pictured that scenario, I'm thinking, oh, help me across the street, Sonny.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking. Like,
I don't even think
like,
my shit will work, bro.
I'm like, man, no, I can't do
I
that.
don't even think
I don't care how much money you offer me. I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think mentally it would let my shit work. Like, if that makes sense.
Like it's I don't know. That's just a weird situation to me, man.
It'd be like a cutoff switch.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah,
Man, that's funny.
I think
That's
on that
funny. I don't care what you
subject
say.
about money over looks, it depends on the person at the end of the day. If looks don't matter to them and their preference is like intellectual or things of that nature, because not everybody's turned on by just looks.
Right, yeah.
So, like I said, I think it would depend on the person and the situation.
All right, butt ass ugly, smooth talker.
We talking about me again?
Like I'm just saying, man. Like it have to be one of those scenarios. Like you talk some good game.
Right.
Like it had to be one of those scenarios, and you ain't even talking about money. You just just chopping it up. Like it had to be one of those scenarios. If that's, like you a smooth ass talker.
If that's what gets their rocks off, then they gonna do it, and then hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
But if they base everything off of looks and they don't know what they're looking for, if they're not being a predator, as I like to call it, then then no.
All right, is that being shallow then, or is that just personal preference?
Are you asking me now? You got to be more specific with that one. Are you asking me if I'm being shallow with my opinion, or are you asking me if that
I'm asking if the person is shallow. Is that being shallow because you turned them down because he looks like a dog's ass? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I don't. I guess that would see, now that's another,
or is that personal preference? You know what I mean? That's all right. I just ain't attracted to you.
I wouldn't even say that, because the way you asked the question is if like I'm third party looking at the situation. So I would say it would be personal preference, or the word that people don't like to use, which would be our judgment, how we judge people morally.
Right.
So
I feel what you're saying.
Saying that, if I agreed to say that the person was shallow or not, to me would be like me feeding into a label, because I can say, yeah, that person's being shallow because I'm ugly and I don't like girls that don't like ugly dudes. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you, on the other hand, you might be like, no, why the fuck would you want to date somebody that's ugly, regardless of what else they got going on? That's my preference.
No, I feel it. I mean, attraction is attraction. You're attracted to what you're attracted to.
Right. So
You know what I mean? Like,
go ahead.
I don't know, man. In that situation, me looking in on that situation, because all right, if I'm going from the female perspective on this, and you got the ugly dude and the chick. Chicks is kind of harsh, man. Like,
Are you feeling ugly? Did somebody call you ugly lately?
I'm always ugly. I'm ugly every day.
So you just feel like
But
you're ugly.
But I mean, that's just me though. That's my personal opinion.
I mean, you're ugly to me too.
Well, you look like a troll under the bridge, but that's
whatever.
fine.
I think I'm sexy, but whatever.
Well, that's your personal opinion.
Right. So you get what I'm saying.
No, that's not. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's not the case here. You know what I mean? But what I was getting at is, like me looking in on this situation, is it shallowness or is it personal preference? Like, I'm trying to determine.
You can't say that.
Which would, to me, like looking in on it, like
your opinion.
I look at that. Yeah, my opinion. My opinion would be, ooh, that girl is shallow as I don't know what.
See, but I wouldn't see.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing too. This is what I was going to say before. Here's the thing too. Women are harsh. You know what I mean? Like, you could be super attractive and they'll still be like, no, why the fuck you talking to me?
Yeah.
Get the fuck on. You know what I mean? Like,
that's probably the gold diggers you were speaking of on the last subject of money over looks. They don't care.
Right.
They don't give a fuck if you look good. If you're broken, you look good. They ain't fucking with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you could be ugly and have the money. Yeah, they gonna fuck with you because.
So it boils down to gold digger versus normal, average girl next door type chick.
Yeah, but there's more than that nowadays. That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to dudes and women, there's so many different scenarios to play nowadays. It's like playing chess, bro. Everybody's making moves upon moves and backups upon backups and fucking shit. Just it's chaos right now.
I feel it.
Like families don't stay together, raise their kids, all that crazy shit no more. It's always baby mama, baby daddy, things of that nature. And most families are split up nowadays. But that's
the new norm.
Yeah, I mean, that is the
I
can speak a lot on that, but we'll get a lot into like politics and bullshit like that.
Yeah, I can speak a lot on that too, and I don't. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again. It gets me in my feel goods. But no, I get what you're saying because I kind of had that situation today in Radio Shack when the dude kept disrespecting, the clerk behind the counter, which I think was part owner of the store because I remember when they were, in Jefferson in another town and now they're in the mall, same people. So, I kind of got acquainted with them, running the store. And anyway, they were sitting there for 20 minutes helping the dude. And, the dude was freaking out on him and saying shit that you really don't say to people unless you really think like you're better than everybody. And I kind of lost it in the middle of Radio Shack and told him to get the fuck out of there. And he said some things and I told him, well, just I snapped for a minute, we'll put it that way.
Right.
But my point of telling the story is that was my perception. The way he was talking to them people triggered me because I thought he was treating people like shit, kind of like you were saying this person is shallow in your opinion.
Right.
But at the same time, what you're talking about, I don't think the person's shallow because if she's judging people off of looks and that's what gets her rocks off, then if he's ugly and she don't want to fuck with him, well then that's okay because that's her preference. Just like the way I treated dude at Radio Shack today, I felt justified because how he was treating somebody. But the other 3 people in the store might have thought different and thought I was the asshole for getting in the middle of it, you know what I'm saying? Because that's their preference and that's how they morally think. So really, at the end of the day, it's preference and opinion, and that's why I said I can only state things that are my opinion, is how I like to put it, because Like, you and me disagree on a lot of shit. We've been friends 20 plus fucking years. But at the same time, you respect my opinion and I respect your opinion. We don't get to the point to where we let personal preference get in the way of our relationship.
Right.
You know, you've done things and I know I've done things that you think are totally fucking retarded and stupid. Or that might have pissed you off to the T, you know, or vice versa, but at the same time it didn't get in the way of shit. So at the end of the
Right.
day, it's really preference and what you're willing to suffer for, like I was saying a little bit back. So
And that's how we ended up here.
yeah. Well, that's why I don't tend to judge people though. Like I said, for the most part, I do have a
Right.
strict moral code, but when it comes to judging people, who am I to judge anybody by how they live, if that makes sense? Like, you could be a fucking crackhead and be cool as fuck with me, bro. You know, as long
Right.
as
You
you're
stated
not
that earlier.
affected my family or things of that nature, you know, and you're a loyal person. But that's my personal preference. Some people might not even give that crackhead a chance just because he's labeled a crackhead. And they might have
Right.
missed out on a dude that might sit outside their house and watch they shit all motherfucking night just because they want to be friends with you. You know, to normal people that might seem crazy, but to me, I'm like, this motherfucker determined. Maybe I can make him not be a crackhead no more and, you know, push him in the
Right. I
right
feel it.
direction type of shit. I don't know. I think weird. Like,
I feel it, definitely.
it's just, I don't know. I got to thinking about that motherfucker Radio Shack shit, and I started getting my feelings again. And then I was thinking about it. And if you watching this show, motherfuckers, hit me up. I was gonna clothesline your ass if you came out that parking lot, bro.
And things got heated. Things got heated.
I guess the way I would put it is treat people how you want to be treated, bro, regardless of what walks of life they are. Because I've you know, when I was younger, I used to be on that, you know, because I was into hip hop, rap, and shit like that. I'd be like, I wouldn't fuck with people doing other things, and I'm not saying like music wise, but like if you was part of a different scene and we was part of this scene, I wouldn't fuck with you. Or if I thought you was a little weird, I wouldn't fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? But then once I got over that shit, then I met some dope ass people I would have never thought I would have fucked with.
Right.
So I'm sure I missed out on many of opportunities. What's her problem? She's tripping. Little one going crazy.
Yeah, you know, we had mine going crazy on one of them shows.
Yeah, you'll have that family life.
Right.
But
You know, but I don't know. I mean, we living in crazy times now, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it's a lot different now. It's way different now.
you know, everybody feels like they're entitled to, you know, something now.
That's a lot of the problem. We're really going off on the rabbit hole now.
Right.
But that's what kind of got me with that dude today. He felt entitled.
Right.
Like, I literally, like, it really irks me that people treat people like that, bro. Like, this worker.
And
this
that's
worker.
on a normal basis.
Right. And this worker, like, literally sat there, was opening up new packages, trying to get this little plug to work on this dude's piece of shit laptop and whoop-de-whoop. You know how the story goes. He did it for like 20 minutes. And then this dude started bitching about trying to return something and trade it, but he needed 16 more bucks. And he was pissed at them because he didn't bring his wallet or receipt, is what it broke down to. And,
Oh, so it's their fault.
right, and then he told them more or less to go dig through their trash, and their store looked like trash, and find his receipt from like 2 days ago, and whoop-de-whoop. And it got to the point where we all snickered a little, and I walked away because, you know me, I like competition. I don't like cocky people
Right.
that are just arrogant for no fucking reason, that treat people like shit. And then more or less, you know, he said a couple more words and they asked him to leave and he got real hard and threatened to call the cops, and I told him get the fuck out the store. And then yeah, one thing led to another and I almost slept him. But you're right though, there's a lot of that nowadays. Like, people are entitled. They feel like they're better than everybody else.
You know, I work retail and I work restaurant, and that is not a good feeling when you get one of those people in there and, you know, they're just going ballistic and you have to sit there and take that.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I don't do that no more. I stick
You know,
up.
I mean,
The way I look
but I
at it,
mean,
Go ahead.
You're working for this company, man, and you know, you got that motto, you know, the customer is always right and this and that. And
yeah, you got to shut up and take it.
Yeah. You just have to sit there and you know, there's been many a customer that I wanted to punch dead in their face.
Graveyard shift. Retail advice. Continue.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He said, don't do it.
Don't do it. But I mean,
the way
some people are like that. But I mean, it's gotten worse, you know, these past few years, you know, with the entitlement. And
yeah, I mean, this dude was being loud and disrespectful. You would have thought he owned the fucking store and that was his employees, but you know, I ain't never seen a boss treat their employees like that.
Right.
And to me, that was real arrogant. Like somebody needed to tone him down a little bit, and I felt like I was the man for the job. Like,
right. He said, "I'm gonna hit you with the twisted T."
Right. It was like one of them situations.
Right.
Like it was got to the point that he was so loud, and I don't know if this is gonna make sense to people, and the way he was talking to him, you would have thought the rest of us in the store, we was all fucking peasants, and we weren't even in the conversation with them, no. Like, I was like the king has spoken.
Right.
Like, no, you got me fucked up. I'm about to dethrone this motherfucker. Who the fuck you talking to? But no, definitely, bro. Like it has got a lot worse. Like,
right. Yeah, most definitely.
And the way I look at it, like if you're going out and doing something you can do at your own house or on your own, and somebody's taking their time to wait on you for it. Now there is some fucked up situations where service ain't right and blase blase. That's that other one I was talking about, the blase blase. But anyways,
right.
if
got the whoop de whoop,
if
it's
blase, something blase. Like that, you know, and service is okay, and it's something you fucked up. Mind you, you know, these people are waiting on you, whether it be a store, a restaurant, or whatever. You don't treat people, I don't even want to say those words, but it's the best way I can phrase how I felt. You don't treat people doing things for you like they're your fucking slave.
Absolutely not.
Like, and for some reason, it triggered me, bro.
But you get these people, you know, that think their shit don't stink, and you know they can do or say whatever they want, and there's not going to be any repercussions. And then when repercussions happen, you know, 9 times out of 10, they're going to retreat in their little turtle shell and be like, "Oh my God, he's a monster." I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
Do you think it changes them, or does it make them scorned? Like
it makes them scorned, and they're going to do it 10 times harder.
That was my question in a nutshell. So that's my answer.
It makes them scorned, and they will go 10 times harder.
Because they're mad that they got put in their place.
Yes.
It's an interesting twist.
A little bit.
It's almost like being bullied your whole life and you lash out.
Yeah. That's pretty much, you know, and that's what I think those people are. You know, those are people that got, they either were the bully or they got extremely bullied when they were younger.
But but most of them are verbal. It's not.
All right. It's
not
physical. Yeah.
Right. And that's why when they get put in their place, they clam up and go back in their hole for that moment.
Right.
And
I feel what you're saying.
Like, see, I don't know, up until a certain age or a certain extent, you know, before I hit double digits, I used to be real quiet. And then, you know, my people's told me to speak my mind, and that kind of fucked everything up. I just been running with it ever since.
Right.
But I don't know. Do you think it ever helps in those situations when people get put in their place? It changes them? Because I think I've been...
It depends. It depends on how they get put in their place.
I'm going to say something to be real fucking grown here. I've had people put me in my place, and it's changed my perspective on certain things.
Right.
I mean, it hasn't happened often, and I don't even take it as like disrespect or nothing like that. That's another thing. Most of the people are offended when you try to teach them something or whoop-de-whoop.
Right. Here's my thing. You know, I've been put in my place a number of times, and you know, I've gotten uppity and out of hand, you know, on a few occasions. You know what I mean? And
right.
You know, somebody had to bring me back down to
earth.
a substantial normal level.
Right.
And I think, with these people, you put them in their place, and depending on how you put them in their place, because, I've seen some people get their hands, somebody put their hands on them, and, they don't do nothing ever again, but if you're just going to talk to them, and you're going to talk to them calmly and politely, 9 times out of 10, that's not going to help the situation.
Or you're like me and you talk to them calmly and politely, and it probably isn't good at that point. You should know. I'm gonna let you guys know. Most people know that's caught these hands or anything stupid like that. If I start talking to you all politely and calmly, just know I'm not in the right.
Run.
Yeah, I'm
just
not
run.
in the right state of
Just
mind.
Like that's an ugly thing. Just run. Back off and walk away.
Right. I don't know. It's a weird twist for me, but I think a lot of it is because like we was talking about earlier, I think it's because of how like I morally think. I guess it would be my moral preference of how
Right.
people should treat each other and things of that nature.
Right, I feel it.
I don't know. I was raised a little different. Like my kids, even my 2-year-old, like, she holds the door. Like when I come in the house, I don't even teach her this, but I've taught all my kids this. So in a nutshell, I kind of do teach her this. But, like when I'm coming in the house, she makes me stop and hurry up and runs to the door and opens the door for me.
Right.
Most people might not think much of that, but to me, that makes me morally proud that she holds the door open for people.
Right.
And things of that nature.
You instill good values into it.
Right.
I feel it.
But that's what I keep trying to tell you. Like, even all the subjects we've been on, I think that's what it breaks down to. When a person is making choices, like, you can ask me any question on any subject of scenarios of those sorts or any scenario, period. And you can ask them same questions to like 1,000 different people, and you'll get maybe, whatever, you'll get almost 1,000 different answers.
Right.
Because everybody thinks morally, they think different. They got a different set of values.
Right. Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Like I almost confused myself for a minute there. It was getting all philosophical and shit. I had to stop and think about it. But no, definitely, like any of them subjects.
No, I feel you. But I am going to reel you in here and, get us back on track, where we need to be, because we done gone off on a tangent.
Whatever, we do this. Graveyard shift. Every motherfucking Friday at midnight.
Friday at midnight.
Midnight.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. So remember, like, share, subscribe. And if you got something to talk about, let us know in the comments. And if you want to talk about something we talking about, let us know in the comments. That's the point of this. We want people's opinions. And remember, we talk about anything. We ain't based on one subject.
All right. Let's get us back on track here. After my man's went off on his rant there,
I'm sorry.
We was talking about.
I'd probably feel better
stuff.
if I clotheslined the motherfucker, but I didn't. And I got like 30% discount or some shit.
Yeah, I feel it.
So whatever. It's karma.
You did your good deed for the day.
Yeah, that was
did your good deed
karma. And we got a clean connection right now. Look, for the fans. I don't even want to call y'all fans. Just for the people chilling with us. Because like I said, none of us are better than anybody else. That whole story I told you, I went through to get an Ethernet cord to hook up to my computer so we are directly jacked in instead of Wi-Fi. And we don't have no fuck ups there in the show. Just for y'all.
And we've been running smooth all night.
Right. I better shut up. We're going to crash. Shit gonna start glitching out and shit. But... I don't know.
All right, listen.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, because I'm gonna keep going off in the rabbit hole. So go ahead.
All right, yeah. All right, let's get us back on track. All right, our next little subject here is relationships and insecurities.
See, that could be preference too. What you think is morally right or wrong that the other half of you does. Because, you know, like, for instance, I'm going to just throw some crazy shit out there.
All right.
Some of us might not care if our other half is sleeping with other people. You know, it might turn you on. But I
All
might
right.
look at
That's an open relationship, though.
right. I might look at you like you fucking crazy. You piss in my sandbox, I'm shitting in yours.
Right. I feel what you're saying. You know, what exactly we getting at with the insecurities? Like what kind of insecurities we talking about?
I guess it could be any. Because
I mean, 'cause
everybody's
insecurities
relationship's different. Like,
yeah,
okay,
insecurities
here's
come
one
in
for
many
you.
different shapes and
Internet
forms.
insecurities. Motherfucker, I put one out there. You want me to put one out there? One that
Yeah, let's
always,
put one out there.
and I'm not making fun of nobody that has this, nor am I knocking it, but I do always laugh about it and be like, okay, who fucked up? Joint social media accounts.
Oh yeah, somebody definitely cheated.
Is that not,
Some
but that's somebody's insecure too. They felt as if their other half is going to be on social media, they got to have control of that too. So they know what's going on in that person's life. That's an insecurity, right?
Yeah, that is definitely insecurity.
And if you got joint accounts, don't leave us. Just chime in and let us know what you think about it.
Let's see who we got here.
I don't know.
Anthony Reproves.
He said, honestly, honesty is key in a relationship. I agree with that.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
I agree with that to the fullest, because you don't want to be with somebody like 10 years and then find out some crazy shit 10 years later after you got 10 years invested in it, done fuck your whole head up.
But all right, situations do happen, and you know, sometimes people mess up for, various reasons.
True.
And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, people mess up. And, it makes the other half feel some type of way.
Right.
And that's how you end up with joint social media accounts. You know what I mean?
But it's still an insecurity.
It's definitely an insecurity.
And I think, and I'm not dogging nobody with it, but I think if you get to that point, you might as well can the fucking relationship if you need a joint account. Because like my man Anthony said, there ain't no honesty in the relationship.
No. Like, if you can't trust that other person to,
I know when I lay my head at night, I gotta trust who's laying next to me or at my house. I don't give a fuck if it's my kids, who it is. You know what I'm saying? My other half,
most definitely.
like, and
most definitely. I feel, yeah, I have to agree with you. I feel if it gets to that point and there's no trust there like that, and you have to have a joint account and you monitoring everything that's talked about. And
does that mean one of them's cuckoo, like we said at the beginning of the show, the scenario you gave about the dude that got some ass and then he was all in love and she wasn't on it?
Yeah, that's what that is. One person turned
cuckoo,
completely crazy, and controls that page. I see it on my Facebook news feed all the time.
I see, and I even see both people having pages, but one name's in front of the other, and it's the opposite on the other page.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all might as well just can it after that, looking like a sideshow and shit.
But they monitoring each other's pages.
That's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying?
No, I feel
they
what you're
monitored.
saying.
They monitored the messages and everything that's going on, so to make sure that other person's not talking to somebody they should be talking to.
At that point, you might as well can it.
Yeah.
There ain't no trust. You gonna drive yourself crazy, and somebody gonna get in trouble or hurt or something like that.
Or like I said, it goes this way too. Like one person to control the page. Like if they have a joint account and that's the only person that's on that page. Somebody
insecure, that motherfucker.
The other person can't even get on because that person's in control.
I mean, I can't really knock it because, that's a preference. This preference shit's coming up a lot nowadays. Everything's fucking excused with the preference. But, yeah, I agree with you wholly on that. That's an insecurity for sure. That's why I brought it up, because I see it a lot on my timeline. And that's why I said it kind of reminds me of the shit back at the beginning, because, yeah, somebody done lost their fucking mind. if you think you're gonna monitor me, like what's that show where the whole life was about him, the TV
Truman Show.
Yeah, fuck that. You ain't Truman Show in my ass. That would fit.
You know, I mean,
I'm already paranoid enough. I don't need somebody watching me all the time.
You know, that's pure craziness.
But you need to have trust. And if somebody fucks up, they fuck up. And
you know, I feel if it comes to that point where, you know, you have to have a joint account, just delete both accounts.
Yeah, or get the fuck off social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, get off social media and delete the accounts. Delete all the accounts.
I definitely agree with that.
You know what I mean? Like, if it comes to that point and
but see,
somebody's
I'm deeper
for
than
Cocoa
that.
Puffs.
I'm like, if you
right,
even, like I said, if you're even approaching the point of even thinking about joint accounts, you might as well just get the fuck on somewhere. And I do get some people, because I've actually asked people this question, and I'll be like, who fucked up? I always joke around. I'm like, who fucked up? And, you know, sometimes they'll be like him, her, you know, they'll answer it.
Right.
Sometimes, you know, I've heard like one legit reason, and it's kind of like they don't really care for social media. They kind of use it to keep in contact with people that, you know, they so much can't see in person all the time, like family and shit like that.
Right.
So they just both got the one page by itself.
Right.
And, you know, I'm sure there's other scenarios like
all
that.
right, so is that a scenario where there wasn't a fuck up and, you know, it's just for convenience?
Right, yeah, that's a possibility.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Because I've heard that before. I've had somebody bring that to light for me, and I'm like, okay, that makes a little sense. But I know people that got Messenger and don't even got Facebook. They just use Messenger as a means of contacting people and
right,
things like that.
You know, I know a couple of people like that too, you know,
right,
that only mess with the Messenger.
But yeah, the way I was talking about it, that's definitely insecurity. You might as well throw the whole bitch away, whole dude away, whatever. Just get to stepping and save your guys some trouble. Advice from Dr. Desyple.
you know what I've noticed a lot in these scenarios where, you know, they do have a joint account. It's the married couples.
So are they doing it just to be a status? Like, hey, we're married?
I don't think they're doing it just to be a status. I think, you know, it falls into that first category where, you know, one of the two messed up and, you know, it ended up being, all right, you know, we married, you know, I'm gonna show you today, you know, you'll learn today.
You go learn today. I run,
you know what I mean? Like
the alpha shit.
Yeah, that's what it boils down
to.
Alpha but it's a lot of married couples that do that.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, bitches. I ain't never getting married.
Oh, my man's a trip. But it's funny to me, man. Like, how you get to that point? You know, all right.
I think you 9 times out of 10, somebody fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. But
and you can't say they do it because I get usually a lot of married couples doing it. That don't excuse it because. Sorry, I'm eating these M&Ms. But I've seen people go out, or the female or the male, vice versa, ask a person to marry them because they did fuck up and they're afraid of losing them, and they want that ownership title. Like, if you're married, you own that person now. And it somehow magically, since you forced that person to marry you or whatever, however you got them to marry you, now all of a sudden, since they're married to you, they're not going to fuck up no more. So
yeah, but it don't work that way.
Right, I know this.
But it does not work that way at all. Like, like my man said, relationships are based on honesty and trust.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and if you ain't got either of those two, what are you doing? You know, get out of the relationship. What are you doing? If you don't got those two, and I got trust issues, man. I got mad trust issues. I'd have been through some shit.
There we go.
I'm scarred, but you know, I'm willing to give people the benefit of the doubt, or you know, whoever I'm with the benefit of the doubt, and
I don't trust none of you bitches.
Put what little bit of trust I do have in that person, you know what I mean, and I'm honest, and I don't sugarcoat shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
me neither. You got to take me for who I am.
you know what I mean? Like, you take it or leave it.
I do the things
You know
I
what?
do and act how I act. Well, I don't like to call it acting. It's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What I'm saying is, I'm saying the same thing, but I am who I am, and this is the only person I know how to be. You know what I mean? Like, take it or leave it. And, some people can't handle that. And it works the same way in other relationships. You know what I mean? They want to change a person, and, that person is, the way they are. And, that other person ends up trying to change them and change them and change them and change them. And
so
you can only take so much of that.
Some people like that shit. But
some people like it, but
so is that person that's forcing this upon that person, is that because the other person is fucking up, or is it because of their own insecurities?
It's their own insecurities. I mean, the other person could be messing up, but 9 times out of 10, that's a control issue, and it's your own insecurities. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got trust issues out the wazoo, man. And
let's talk about it. Let me counsel you.
Oh God, here we go. All right. I got mad trust issues. I've been through some awful, horrible, terrible
Are they
relationships.
trust issues or are they insecurities?
No, they're absolute trust issues.
He said you also got the ones that just don't want to be alone, so they try to fill the void any way they can. Yeah, you get that too. That's a whole nother subject.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I didn't think about that when we was talking about money over looks and shit too.
Yeah, and then that would have been a good little chime in there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, but what I'm saying is, when I said, is that the person's insecurities or is it the other person's insecurities? And you said you got trust issues, they're not insecurities. But what I meant by that is, like, I don't know how to break that down so it sounds right. But you say you got trust issues. Now,
yeah,
are them trust issues, like, most of your life been because of the person you was with was fucking up, or was it because of your own insecurities? That's why I ask if they're insecurities or if they're trust issues.
They started out as trust issues. Now it's my own personal insecurities.
All right, look.
Because
light some shit up. You got PTSD, the relationship version.
Pretty much, you know what I mean? But it puts a strain on the relationship I'm in now. You know what I mean? And
yeah, because you might see a little something that might trigger something to make you think of something that happened to you in the past. So now you're thinking all crazy, and you're like, "Whoop-de-whoop, bitch, what you doing?"
I hit the flashbacks like, get on the ground, they throw a grenade.
But that's not, I don't think of that as a bad thing. It's kind of like saying learn from your past experiences. So if you see signs of something, and I don't want to get in your relationship, but anybody, period, if you start seeing signs of something, and them signs usually lead to the same thing over and over in your life, and it's been repetitive, yeah, you should check out. But you also got to remember, at the same time, you got to know if they're signs or if it's just your insecurities that have you tripping.
I'm gonna speak personally here. You know what I mean? Like you said, I got PTSD, the relationship version, and like straight up,
we just be coining medical phrases,
right? You're stupid.
We want that too,
right? But
motherfuckers get Social Security for relationships and shit now.
Like, I'm so damaged and messed up, from past relationships that everything is a red flag to me.
Graveyard shift, relationship counseling, session 1.
Like you feel what I'm saying? Like,
no,
everything is a red flag to me.
But
you know what I mean? So
everybody, that's where a lot of people fuck up with repetitive shit. You have to learn from your past experiences. Like some people would call them insecurities, but I would say it's being cautious because
That's what I said.
you don't
You
want
know,
to
that
end
that
up, it
that's
would be being smart because you don't want to go through that and have that on your mental and be in that state of mind again.
right. You know,
But
and
sometimes you can think that's what's going on if it makes sense. Some people think that they make themselves believe something's going on because they're so traumatized if everybody else did that to them that it's not really going on, and that can cause a riffle in a relationship too.
yeah, most definitely. Uh, this relationship I'm in right now, you know what I mean? The beginning of the relationship.
Oh, we're going to hell.
Yeah, we are, but you know,
This
I'm probably gonna die in the morning, but it'd
Oh
be all right.
shit, what is this
But
coming to?
the beginning of my relationship, my current relationship that I'm in now, I pretty much doomed it from the start. I'm like,
You just
I'm just
had a
waiting for
bad
you to leave.
outlook.
Yeah, just waiting for it to end, and you know, we go through the motions, and this is what it's going to be.
Like same process every time.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what I mean. And you know, I can't be like that, and I wasn't always like this. You know, like I said, like a lot of this bad, messed up stuff happened, and you know, it got me to this point.
Right.
You know, and that's not the good way to be. And I'm trying to, you know, work on that, you know, as time goes on, and you know, she's sticking by my side and realizes that, you know, I got a lot of damage done to me, you know what I mean?
This
And
motherfucker
you know,
battered and abused.
pretty much. It's a lot of mental fatigue. You know what I mean? Like mental fatigue.
Every time I ride, I'm like, fuck a bitch. Fuck a bitch.
Oh, you stupid.
That's me. You gotta take me for me.
I feel it. But I mean, you get what I'm saying? So like, I'm to the point now, like
That
everything I see is a red flag. You know, I'm getting a little better, but that's basically how I break things down.
My old lady been trying to, I ain't gonna say trying, but she been breaking down my walls for 8 years. Because of the exact same shit you've been talking about.
It takes time.
8 years, bro.
It takes time, does it not? Like, I mean,
yeah. Depending on, why are we talking about this? But depending on how battered you are and how traumatized from your relationships, right? But no, you're right.
we need our own lifetime special.
And everybody heals different and deals with different situations differently. So,
yeah, I feel it.
but I agree.
You know what I mean?
I would still call it insecurities, though.
Okay, it's an insecurity. I'll ride with you on that. It bothers me a little bit, though. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
It
this
bothers
person has
you
done
that you're like that?
Yeah, it bothers me that I'm like this, and it bothers me that you know my significant other is putting up with it.
Session.
Say what?
Nothing. Continue.
I'm talking shit over there, man. Like, it's all good though.
I'm eating M&Ms from Easter. I'm good.
All right, I feel it, but I don't know. It boils down to, you know, I do need time and I do need patience, you know, to get over, you know, the stuff I've been through, or, you know, not question everything that's going on, or whatever, you know what I mean?
We need some examples, yeah, in the motherfucking comments of what some people might think are insecurities and what others might think aren't insecurities. It's just normal relationship rules, I guess, is how we would base this.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of people's past relationship experiences seem to go into their future relationships or multiple relationships, you know. But I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, this carried over from, you know, a bunch of different relationships.
That's another.
You know? I mean, this is all carryover.
Right. That's just another personal thing people have to deal with. But I would definitely call it insecurities for sure. Whether it be your fault or not, I mean, that's just you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody deals with everything different. But
you know, everybody's not going to have the same outlook that I have. You know, I mean, I just learned to be real cautious over the years, and you know,
You a cupcake ass bitch.
that's what it is. Stupid.
At the end of the day, no, there's a lot of people, like, you're in touch with your emotions, like, and you're not afraid to admit it, as you said. You like to open up to your other half, so.
Right. You know, but
at the same time, you have trust issues.
Right.
But
and like I said, I doomed the relationship from the start. You know, like, all right, you know, when's the shit over?
Right. I mean, but on the plus side, you acknowledge it.
Yeah, I did, and I know my flaws, and I know my insecurities that I have. You know, and I voice those to my significant other. You know what I mean? And you know, it is what it is at the end of the day.
You still soft.
All right, I'll be that.
I said I'll be that.
I'll be that.
Wind blown, rain spraying around and shit.
It's been doing that the whole show.
Well, I didn't notice it because I was over here smoking and shit, okay? Don't fucking judge me.
It's blowing on both sides.
Whoa, that's because I got both windows on.
Blowing in the breeze. Stupid.
But them are good examples, though.
Right.
True or not true. That's kind of, it's, I don't know. So do you think people have joint Facebook accounts because of their past relationships? So as soon as they get in a new relationship, maybe they're like, hey, we both on Facebook. And if we're going to be together, we got to have a joint Facebook account.
No, that's not working. No.
That's just crazy warning off the rip.
Yeah, that's red flag off the rip, man. Like, like you extra damaged. If you coming into the relationship and you're like joint Facebook account or no dice, you know what I mean? That's crazy off rip.
Maybe they got it.
Like, what is you doing? Like, no, they ain't got it like that. That's just batshit crazy.
Okay, well, what about this scenario then?
Lay it on me.
What happens when these two batshit crazy, male and female, end up hooking up with each other?
All right, so you're saying we have two right off rip joint Facebook accounts. This is how it is, and
well, just that type of mentality.
Yeah, just no dice unless we doing this.
And I like Bonnie and Clyde.
Ooh, that's some toxic stuff. Like, that's straight toxicity, man. Like, that's one of the relationships you got to look over your shoulder. You know,
sleeping
every time
like this.
Yeah, that's a bad situation, bro.
I'm sleeping in a separate bedroom.
Yes, he said that's the beginning of a super toxic relationship. Anthony said that. Straight up, I agree with him. That's a straight nightmare scenario right there.
I wonder if there's a serial killer couple like that.
The world may never know.
And then after they kill somebody, they beat each other's ass at the end of the night every time.
See, you just described the Platonic killers.
Oh. Maybe that's where I got the idea from. Who knows?
Hey, maybe. But I don't know, man. That's some craziness. That's some straight craziness. I can't even fathom how crazy that is. All right, now would you do it? Let's ask this question. Would you do it?
Would I do what?
You get with a chick and say you're single, you get with a chick and, you know, she's like right off rip, you know, you guys just get ready to get together. She's like right off rip. You can't be with me unless we have a joint Facebook account. What you doing?
I'm still going to have my own Facebook. But I'm going to tell you like this. I'm fucked up, bro. If you come up to me and you got the balls to tell me that we got to have a joint Facebook, I gotta try that pussy out because it gotta be good as fuck. It gotta be fire, fire ass. I ain't even gonna lie. Because you must think you got the best pussy in the world talking crazy like that. So you gonna have to show me we need a joint Facebook and I need to be worried about you.
Yeah. Oh man, that's rough. You know, I don't think the scenario would work like that. I think the other person would back down.
I mean, the average person probably would have.
You know, I think the average person would have backed down.
Yeah, like Anthony said, I gotta hop in that bitch for a test drive since you talking all that rah-rah
Right.
shit. Like, I mean,
Right. I mean,
but would
that,
I
that's
don't think I would ever, no.
all right. Let's do this from our perspective. All right, we're batshit crazy, and you know, chicks coming into a relationship with us, and we're like, nope, we got to have a joint Facebook account, or this ain't going down. What's she doing?
Probably laughing at me like, don't you know pussy make the world go round? I can get this pussy to anybody on this earth and they gonna hit it.
So they ain't going through with it. You know, that's what you say.
What I'm trying to tell you, if it wasn't for pussy, nothing else would matter
I feel you.
to a
I feel
male.
you on that. I agree with that 100%.
But my point of the matter is women got smart and they understand that now. Not to say they was ever dumb, but they've learned.
They've learned how to manipulate the situation.
They learned how to with the yet though.
Stupid. Oh man, you a trip, man. Like for real.
It's facts though.
Right, most definitely.
And plus,
I agree
women are
100%.
equal to men. You know, there's not too much, if anything, out there that men do that women can't do nowadays, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they definitely got the confidence, and they definitely know that it is what it is, bro. Pussy make the world
Right.
go round. And I don't even say that to be ignorant or sound ignorant, but
it's always made the world go round since the beginning of time.
yeah, and without women, we ain't reproducing. So,
You know, I mean, that's been the case since the beginning of time, though. You know what I mean? Like, they just, like you said, they got smarter about it, and you know,
they know how to use it now.
they manipulated it a little bit.
I should say it's not so much frowned upon to use what your mama gave you.
But people still frown upon it.
Yeah, but it's not as common as it used to be.
Yeah. Like, all right, say if you did that shit back in the 90s.
I say it's
80s, you know what I mean?
I say it's an 80-20 split.
Yeah. But see, back in the 80s and 90s, you know, that would have been, you know, what, 30-70 split. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it was
But that's
it
what
was
I'm saying.
a lot more the other way.
Hoism is a thing now, bro. Like,
it's his own culture.
yeah.
That's how they get down.
No, I'm just saying it's not frowned upon to, you know, go do your thing and go on about your day. People, even though people are in people's business, and it's a lot easier to link up with people and things of that nature now. So it's like, it's just not frowned upon as much morally. You know, like a bitch nowadays would be like, yeah, I fucked her baby mama, or you know, his baby mama, and then you know, whoop de whoop, vice versa, however you want to fucking put it, and they brag about it. I might be a hoe, but I'm a bad hoe.
Oh, most definitely.
Like,
yeah, you hear that all the time.
They embrace that shit, so it's not frowned.
You hear that
upon.
all the time,
right? Or the dude, same thing. You know what I'm saying?
But see that it's more status for dude, you know, to say, you know, that he did that.
So I don't know. I never been like that. I just like pussy.
You know, it's more of a status thing. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
The average guy is, you know, going to be like.
I had a drop all fucking night. I've been bright green. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't mean to throw you off. We just had
But
that
like I
little
said,
glitch at the beginning.
yeah. But your average guy is gonna, not feel that way. I mean, it's more status than it is, than it is for women. You feel what I'm saying?
So you saying we out here collecting trophies and shit?
Basically, yeah. I know a lot of dudes like that.
That's weird.
I know a lot of dudes like that.
Like I said, I just like pussy. I never really thought about it, and I like all types of pussy. So I never really, I don't know.
I feel it. I feel it.
I don't think you do.
Maybe I don't.
Cause you sentimental.
Like,
Like I told you, you be on that sentimental shit.
okay, so what's that got to do with it? Doesn't change the fact that I like pussy. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
but I'm saying on the trophy aspect though. Like I've never really thought
yeah,
of
but see, I
like don't get me
think of it
wrong,
that way either.
like my baby mamas, I'm like I that's the only way I can describe or relate to the aspect you're talking about. Like my baby mamas, I'm like, yeah, they're my baby mamas. So I can kind of understand it to an extent, but when it comes to just I never really thought about, okay, I fucked this bitch, now I gotta get this bitch and I gotta get this bitch. So I got like this list of trophies or whatever the fuck.
I mean, that's pretty much how they break it down, though.
That's fucked up.
Man, I know you've seen these dudes, man.
No, I know some dudes.
you
I
see
know
them.
dudes that say they fuck bitches that they ain't never fucked too, though.
Yeah, it's for clout.
And vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you know what I mean?
go ahead.
I don't know, man. Like that whole thing is just it's a weird thing to me.
Pussy power, salute, you evil bitches.
Oh man, you were a trip. Like, what is wrong with you, my dude?
I don't know. I just speak the truth.
I feel it.
I say what everybody else want to say. They just know they shouldn't be saying that shit.
I feel it. I'm surprised we ain't got banned yet.
Nah, they
Well, it's
gonna
right after
partially
this.
they gonna partially ban this motherfucker. But
That's funny. But I mean, are we speaking the truth or not?
yeah. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
but I don't think
we keeping it 100
to tell
with
you the
everybody.
truth, true, and I'm keeping it real with you because I be in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? I've always been in touch with my
Son of a
feelings.
bitch.
I don't show a lot of people that side of me just because of the lifestyle I might have used to live and the things I was involved in. But point of the matter being, like, I think, and this is my honest to God opinion, I think men are more sentimental than females nowadays. I think females are more ruthless. And that's not the dog females. I just think they got tired of our shit and us being dogs, and now they turned into what we were previously. Like I got 15 dudes on my team and they're not really so much in touch with their feelings no more. It's more about the come up more than it is.
All right. Here's how I'm looking at this situation. I think we as the male species have always been, sentimental.
We do science on this show too, don't forget.
But look, I feel that, we've always been a sentimental, as the male species, you know what I mean? And
I don't believe that. If we was caveman in it, I don't think.
Yeah, I do. I'm talking modern man.
I think you just want to think that to justify you being soft.
All right, well, I mean, it is what it is. But
I was in the cave dragging bitches back then.
And that's what you was doing?
Yeah, but I would never hit a woman.
You're stupid.
I had to drag.
What is wrong with you?
I had to drag the bitch home. I had insecurities and she wasn't acting right. So I hit her over the head with the club and drug her home. Bitch, get right. You mine.
You hit the Fred Flintstone on her. Stupid.
Oh, shit.
But like I was saying, like...
You was saying.
I was saying.
About,
Sentimental. But we're taught as men not to...
Show it.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that because I
You
come
know,
up in a
I
family like that.
yeah, I feel we've always been, that way, but we've always been told not to show it. And now it's just coming out more because, like you said, people saw. I mean,
And offended.
and defended. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like
And real
everybody's better now.
emotional.
And nowadays that's the norm now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we're not saying, "Hey, be a man." Shut up.
No, we're saying
Pick it up.
wear your sister's jeans and her cleavage shirt. No, I ain't knocking nobody's swag.
Stupid.
But no, I get what you're saying. We are pushing more towards an emotional state. It's more open, it's more freely now. Things are more spoke of. Everything's more broader horizon, whether it be, the LGBT alphabet community.
The elemental P community.
Yeah. Whether
That's
it be
what we
that
said.
or whether it be dudes' emotions, like you said, or any whatever the fuck it may be that you get into, yeah, everything is more out in the open now.
Right. Yeah, I feel it.
How we go from
You know what I mean?
insecurities to this shit?
Because we be going down rabbit holes, man. It be branching off.
I'm gonna catch that
what I'm
little
saying.
rabbit one day, but I don't know if that's a good
Leading
thing.
the way, man.
Right.
It's funny, but
I said that.
yeah, I mean I think that's how society is now. You know, I mean that's just what we. I don't want to say evolve to, but I don't have a better word to describe it.
It is kind of though, or you're brainwashed too, or
You'll go down another hole here, man.
no, I'm just saying you could put it in many a ways. Like me, I still like no disrespect to like no female or no male, but I know at the end of the day, like I'm the man of my family.
Right.
And I don't mean that to be like chauvinistic or be in a way to be like I can do more than what my woman can do. I mean it in a way.
You're referring to as, you're about to be the man of the house.
Well, not just that. I don't mean it in a disrespect or to say that I'm better than my other half or anything like that. I mean it in a way like if shit hits the fan, that's my job to protect them. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Or things of
Yeah,
that nature.
that is the
Provide
man of the
for them.
house.
You know what I mean? So
I mean that's how old school man in the house, that's the definition of that.
right.
And you're not seeing a lot of that no more. You're not.
That's because the P got the power, like Anthony said.
Well, yeah.
One more time.
No.
Pussy power. I see you bitches out there getting it. All right.
My guy is stupid. But I mean, yeah, pussy makes the world go round, man. Like straight up.
Yeah. Cause I think most dudes would be straight bums.
If they could be.
Why would you want? Okay, put it this way: when you pussy is a motherfucker. Now that I think about it, when you motherfucking say in a status thing, I guess you could be right, because nobody would want money at the end of the day. Like, okay, for say you didn't have to pay for bills and food, we'll exit that out like it never existed. Now, when it come to like having money or having cars with rims or things of that nature, who's really buying that shit? I mean, like when you race in a car, you like the car, or it's a system in the car, you like it, right? But at the end of the day, if you really think about it, it's usually something that's in style, or something that a group's in style that you like or something like that, and you trying to impress the next person, whoever it may be.
Right.
If that makes sense. So when I say dudes would be bums, if dudes weren't trying to impress females 90% of the time to get their pussy or get their mate like the bird does with his feathers and shit during mating season, then we wouldn't give a fuck about having none of that shit, washing our ass, things of that nature, all that shit. Pussy is a powerful thing. Pussy make motherfuckers quit dressing up and doing baths and fucking showers and shaving. Pussy done put dicks in the dirt, bro. Pussy power, bitches. Like,
but yeah, I feel you, man. I do. I do. It's
And it birthed us all. It's like the black hole, bro. Come out that motherfucker, you go back in that motherfucker. It's confusing, bro. It don't make sense. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole, literally.
yeah. And we ain't trying to go down that.
But I don't know. That's a far stretch from insecurities, though.
Oh, most definitely.
But
Most definitely. Yeah, we went off on a journey here and, got sidetracked a couple times, but
right. You got the
it's all
point.
good. Yeah. Then we touched on some good subjects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
we had a good connection all the way through.
I like it.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
I didn't even know we was on 209.
yeah.
2 hours and 9 minutes. I don't know if that's our longest episode to date.
I think it might be.
I think we got a couple 2-hour ones, but I'm not sure how far after 2 hours. But what's good with
No,
y'all? I see we got like 6 motherfuckers left in here. Throw something up in the comments.
No, we got 7.
7, 6, 7, whatever. I'm dyslexic. What's good with everybody tonight? Remember, we do this every Friday. We start at motherfucking 12 midnight.
And whenever.
And whenever. Sometimes it just cuts off on us.
And that's how we ended out.
But we speak on all subjects. Like I said, we take subjects in the comments too. It don't matter what it is. We just be up chilling like Russ Limbaugh in the morning and shit, talking about every motherfucking thing. We pick 3 good key subjects, do the show, and then we just wing this shit.
Pretty much.
And then I act like I freeze.
Thank you, Anthony.
And then I
We
cut the
appreciate
show. Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, he said great show.
So what is this? Episode 6 now?
Episode 6.
Yeah. They've been doing all right though. So I like it. I definitely appreciate everybody. I definitely appreciate everybody that chimes in.
Right.
Remember, like, share,
Most
and
definitely.
subscribe.
It's all love.
Because insecurities and pussy make the world go round.
All right. Real quick here. I've gotten this from a lot of people that been watching the show, and they're saying they can't comment.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think because they have to add my page or they have to have a YouTube account.
All right, I feel it.
Because the live chat's on.
Yeah.
Maybe they have to subscribe to the channel.
No, see, that doesn't make any sense either, though.
I don't know, because I'm looking at it right now. And it says, welcome to live chat. Remember, guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Whoop-de-whoop. And if you go into the settings, everything's open and public. So I don't know. But I will look it up later on tonight. Maybe it's some kind of YouTube issue or something I'm missing.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Because some people, like Anthony, why are you able to chat? Are you subscribed? Are you like, because I've noticed a lot of people I know, they're able to, or maybe it's because they're not on the actual YouTube app. Maybe they're watching from Facebook or one of them sites. So they have to come to the actual video to be able to chat.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Because I don't know the schematics of why some people can chat and some people can't.
Yeah, but I've heard it from a few people that they can't. They love the show and they watch us, but they can't comment on anything.
I'll have to look into that, see what we can figure out about that, because that's definitely weird. But the only thing I can think is maybe it's because they're not on the actual YouTube app itself. Like maybe they're watching from Facebook, like I said, or maybe he said, I don't know, I'm subscribed and shit, but it let me chat off rip. Maybe it's because they're not subscribed to the show. I know some sites do that, but I'm not too sure about how YouTube does it.
Right.
So,
or he has an actual YouTube account though.
Yeah, that's what
picture
I'm
pops
saying.
up, and
I think you have to have a YouTube account to be able, because you can't comment on YouTube. If you if you go from a laptop or anything, you just go to YouTube without signing into an account.
Yeah, you
can't comment or like or none of that shit. So you might have to have an actual YouTube account.
That's what I think it is.
To be able to, yeah, just give them your email, make an account. You don't have to ever post a video, but hey, you'll be able to comment on the show.
Right.
And we
Yeah, I think that's how that
definitely
works.
appreciate it. Even if you just go through the trouble to make an account so you can interact with us, that'd definitely be
Right.
dope. Dope as
And
fuck.
we like the interaction too.
Right.
So
And we always taking ideas and, subjects for the show and things of that nature. And like I said, we talk about anything for the most part, except like we try to stay away from politics and religion and things of that nature, race and things of that nature. We just try to stay out of all that.
yeah, those are sketchy subjects,
Right.
and that'll turn into a hellstorm.
We just let everybody have their own opinions and things of that nature.
But we do touch a lot of oddball
Subjects
off the wall
that
stuff.
a lot of people wouldn't talk about.
We go off on rants and tangents, and we end up 30 different places.
And if you don't make it to the show, it gets posted on YouTube after the live's over with, so you can always go back and watch what you missed. But we pop up every Friday. Is it every Friday? Yeah, it's every Friday.
Every Friday, 12 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Hey,
I got it right for once. Every motherfucking Friday on Graveyard Shift.
Remember, like, share, subscribe.
Yes, and then you'll get the instant notification. Plus, you'll see a little bit of the music and things of that nature and interviews that we got going on with artists and stuff like that. But I think we should end it out. What time is it now? It's 2:15.
2:15.
We definitely appreciate everybody checking us out. This is episode 6 of Graveyard Shift with Desyple Nite, aka Dusty and Dirt. Shout out to Ashling Entertainment. Remember, go check them out, the sponsor. If y'all want some of the gear, Dre got some of it. Well, he got a hoodie on right now. Definitely dope little sweatsuit line they got. You can get a hold of either one of us.
Hey, all right. Hey, hold that thought before we log off, man. Let me show them the new merchandise.
Yeah, the No Evil merchandise.
Yeah, let me plug this real quick.
I forgot about that coming in. And definitely tell your friends and family about us. Like I said, we don't discriminate. We try to stay equal on all subjects and things of that matter.
Ooh, I ruined the illusion.
It came back.
All right.
That hoodie dope.
This is the new No Evil line.
Remember, we got them in stock.
Got the hot fire monkeys on the back. No Evil going down.
What was the ticket on them again?
These are 45.
45 a piece. Remember, you can get a hold of either one of us, Messenger, or go to the website. Everything's up there in the catalog.
Nice little gear there.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. It started to seem like this show was almost like a whole relationship ass counseling show.
It turned into that.
Right.
It did.
Right.
But it's all good. I mean, we gotta hit all subjects and
yeah, we don't discriminate.
Be well versed and stuff.
And even if you going back and watching the show, like I said, even if it ain't live no more and you got a subject you want to touch base with, throw it in the comments. We might throw it up in one of the shows.
Yeah, we go back and watch all this, so let us know.
And like, share, subscribe. He said, I'm gonna need one of those. I'll get at you on Facebook. All right, yeah, just let me know.
That's what's up. Appreciate it.
But yeah, definitely, we're gonna log off. Like I said, I'm kind of running out of steam. We've been going for 2 hours and 17 minutes now.
Good show.
And I need to get some fucking sleep. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Today's Saturday.
Yeah.
See, I need to log off. Definitely appreciate everybody that's on here. Remember, if you want to comment on the show, I believe you have to make a YouTube account to comment on YouTube. Remember, if you got any questions or you want to check out any of the gear or the websites for the clothes and things of that nature, get a hold of Mr. Knight, Andre himself, or get a hold of me and we can direct you in the right direction. Shout out to Ashling Entertainment for the sponsorship, as you see on the shirt. And until the next time, as we say, peace. Tell them peace. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.